Getting on with the Brooklyn Bridge, people. The Brooklyn Bridge opened in 1883 after almost 14 years of construction, and an expense greater than $14 million, which if you factored in inflation would be billions in today's money. Over 4,000 workers were engaged in the construction of the bridge. Quite a few of them died, more than 30. The guy who designed the bridge was an immigrant from Germany named John Roebling. He invented steel cable which made this project possible. Until then, they were building suspension bridges from head rope. In this case, the material wouldn't have been anywhere near as strong enough as necessary. Now, it first has to be understood that the Brooklyn Bridge was twice as big as any bridge that had ever been built until that time. The towers, when they were completed in the early 1870s, were the tallest buildings in the Western Hemisphere. They only lost the title to the Statue of Liberty in 1886. Poor John Roebling, he never got to see a single stone in the tower's laid. He died before construction even began due to an accident that took place when he was doing some surveying for the construction of the bridge. His son, a Civil War hero named George Washington Roebling, then took over. He'd already been working at his dad's side, but George got really sick when he was inspecting the foundation of the Brooklyn Tower. This part can get pretty technical. The towers of the Brooklyn Bridge had their foundations built by men working in wooden boxes beneath the surface of the river. They were kept alive with highly compressed air pumped into the boxes, and while this idea worked brilliantly at the beginning, the work got deeper. What they did not realize is that the men would come up too quickly and contract the bends like divers when they ascend too quickly. The construction of the Brooklyn Bridge was actually the first time in history that the bend was ever encountered. And more than the workers who participated in the project never walked again. George Washington Roebling himself became paraplegic, moved away from New York City. He basically abandoned the job site for a couple of years in which no work was done on the bridge. Who knows if this project would have been finished were it not for the efforts of his wife, Evelyn. This being done on the bridge, she decided to start coming here and relaying her husband's instructions to the workers. To even make this possible, Emily had to teach herself math and engineering. In this way, she was able to oversee the project right until the end. And on the opening day of the bridge, the 24th of May of 1883, Emily was also given the honor of being the first person to cross, with the president and the governor a few steps behind her. If you stop and think about it, Emily Roebling's achievement is magnified even more by the fact that she completed it during a